Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to be doing a full face of products I've never tried on myself before. So I've got a few products here. So today we're gonna play. I've got primer, I've got foundation, concealer, setting powder, a whole bunch of different things. So if you want to see how this video turns out, just keep watching. Okay, so I've zoomed you guys in a little bit just so you can see a little bit better. So to start, we are of course going to prime our face. I'm going to be using the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Primer today. I have never actually tried this product on myself. It's very popular and it is quite a nice product. It comes in like a little tube like this with a pump. You can see that it comes out and it's kind of like a yellow sort of color. This has banana powder inspired pigment similar to the eye cream that he makes, so it brightens the skin instantly, and it also has squalene in it, so it's going to help to hydrate and balance. And then it also has vitamin C, so it's going to brighten your skin over time, and you can see it just gives a really beautiful natural glow so far. It feels very nice. It doesn't feel like too sticky or too shiny or anything. Alright, so now we're going to go onto our foundation. I'm going to be using the Dior Backstage foundation. This is in the shade Zero Neutral because I'm a fair gal. I'm going to see how this turns out. Then I'm going to apply it with a brush. This foundation claims to be waterproof and sweatproof, and it looks very natural on the skin. Alright, so you can see that colour match is actually pretty good. It looks just like skin up close. Like you can still see like some imperfections peeking through. So now we're going to go in with some concealer. So for concealer today, I'm going to go in with the Benefit Boi-ing Hydrating Concealer. This is in the shade number 1. And it just comes in like a little stick like this. It doesn't have like a ton of coverage, so just keep that in mind. Okay, so you can see how the concealer looks now that we've added that on. It's a very radiant concealer. Obviously it's meant to be hydrating, so I actually kind of like the look of it though. I feel like I've grabbed a lot of cream products to try out today. So for my contour today, I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Tantour. This one here is in the shade Fair. That is what it looks like. And then I don't know how I feel about the packages that have a square lid in like that. They kind of make it a little bit harder to undo. And this is the shade Fair, guys. So they do look quite dark. I'm just going to use a brush to apply it, and I'm going to lightly dab into it. It does blend very easily. This is really nice actually. I feel like cream products are having a moment. Everyone is coming out with something cream. You can see how that looks very natural, it adds a little bit of color, but it just blends right into my foundation. I washed my hair today as well, so that is why it looks like this. I did not blow dry or do anything to it except for brush it. Guys, I'm actually obsessed with that Tantour. It looks so natural and beautiful on. I could keep building it up, but I feel like today I want to go for more a natural sort of glowy base. But I think that is going to be one of my new favorites. Obsessed. So Tantour is definitely a win. So for blush today, I've got another cream product. This is from Nudestix. This is their new Nudies Bloom. It's an all over dewy color. The cool thing about this brand is that they give you a brush on the end there that you can use. The brush also twists out, so you can obviously wash it and clean it. And then they all come in little tins that you can keep in your handbag and put the rest of your makeup in. I'm not going to use the brush in there, I'm going to use a separate one. And so I'm just going to take the brush directly onto the stick. Just have a bit more control. And this brand has so many cream products that can be used in multiple different ways. They also, a lot of them do kind of dry down to more of a powder finish. This one here, however, is meant to stay more glowy. But the lady that helped create this brand, she actually used to be the cosmetic chemist for MAC. So the products are really good. These products I think are perfect if you want to do like a no foundation makeup, like if you just want to add color, because sometimes when you like apply blush or bronzer and you don't have a base for it to stick to, it doesn't really show up so much and it doesn't have as much like lasting power. So if you are a person that doesn't really like to wear foundation but you like to have a bit of color in your face, definitely check this brand out. This is really cool as well because you can use it on the eyes, the lips and the face. Like, I low-key don't want to set my face. I feel like I like how glowy it is. And this concealer hasn't creased yet, which is actually kind of surprising because it's very hydrating. And normally if I'm like doing my makeup and I don't set it right away, like little lines here, they will crease more. But so far it's actually not too bad. You guys can see how like naturally curly my hair is. And that is why I look like Hagrid if I brush it. Super cute. Alright, so I will very lightly set my face. I'm going to use this Givenchy powder. I've never used this before. I bought it, I think it was around Christmas time. And it's meant to be like a radiant powder. And I don't think I can really show you, but it's got like the 4 different colors there. So let's get a brush and try that on. I feel like you definitely need to like put the lid on and then like tip it upside down so that some powder comes out, and then you can kind of see the different colors there, and you're meant to swirl them all together. It's actually very heavily fragranced. Did not know that. It smells like perfume, and I just breathed it all in. Yeah, I preferred this look without it being set there because now it's not as glowy, but that's alright. This definitely gives like more radiance, as in like a brightened effect color wise, not like shimmer wise, if that makes sense. Okay, let's highlight this face. So for highlight, I'm going to be using the Natasha Denona. This is the Diamond and Glow, and this is what it looks like inside. You get 2 colors. The Natasha Denona products, they're very, very generous with their pan size. The product will actually last you for a really long time. You get a lot of product in the pans. Look how glowy that is. Like, it literally looks wet. I'm into it. I'm just going in with that pink shade just across the apple of my cheek now, and I'm blending it into that other highlight. The highlight brush I'm using is actually one of my favorites. This is the Anastasia A23 brush. It's like the perfect highlighting brush. Okay, so now I'm gonna add some bronzer just to give a little bit more color. So the bronzer I'm gonna be using is a Fenty bronzer. Don't mind all my dirty fingerprints. The shade of this is called Private Island, and that is what the color looks like. This bronzer seems to blend very easily as well. I'm going to just take my foundation brush and then, not putting any more product on there, but I'm just kind of pressing it along the bottom of the contour. You can see how that just kind of sharpens up where we've got the colour. But it's a really great tip as well if you ever are doing your makeup and you're like, crap, I've gone too low with my bronzer or my contour. Even like I always do with the Beauty Blender over the blush, because I find that when I smile, my cheeks get really big and I don't like looking like a garden gnome. It does happen, but I kind of try to go over the blush just here to make it not as bright, so when I smile it doesn't make my face look fat. Alright, so we've got our base down. I don't have any new brow products, so I'm gonna just use my Gimme brow. I use it like almost every day. It's definitely a favorite of mine. Super easy to use. You can see how like that still looks very natural, but it's just a little bit more defined than the other side. So my brows are all done. Now we're gonna move on to our eyes. I'm gonna start by priming my eyelids. This is the Zoeva eyeshadow primer. This is the matte version, and it just comes in like a little squeezy tube. I've never used this before, so we'll see how it goes. This definitely feels like a lot thicker than my other eyeshadow primers, but you can see it has taken out like all the discoloration. Also, I'm going to get my nails done in a couple days. What color do you think I should do next? Normally I always get like something that has like a little bit of glitter in it, and I was like thinking maybe pink, but if you have any suggestions, let me know down below because I'd love to know what you guys think for nail color. Okay, so for eyeshadow, I'm going to be using this palette here from Pretty Vulgar. This one here is the Early Bird eyeshadow palette, and this is what it looks like. It did have a little bit of an accident when I was opening it, but that's okay. I'm gonna start by using the shade here called Wink, and I'm just gonna take that just to kind of on the brow bone and down to the crease. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in another video, but if you do the highlights first, like, because this is a satin sort of shadow, it does help like your mattes and stuff to blend a lot easier. Alright, so the next color I'm gonna go into is this shade here. The shade here is called Rise. I don't think I've tried any pretty Vulgar stuff before. That color blended pretty easy. I mean, it's like a nice transition color. I'm gonna go into this shade here called Unruffled, and I'm gonna take that in my crease, blending in little circles. Okay, so now I'm gonna go and add some color onto the outer corner of my eye. That I'm gonna use this shade here called Nest Egg. How the hell did that happen? So somehow I managed to get eyeshadow on my face, and I don't know how well it's gonna clean up. Great! Really good. Well, that eyeshadow has gone onto my chin and now looks like actual shit. Amazing, amazing. So I'm gonna go in with the color across the lid. So I'm gonna use two different shades. So for the inner part of the lid, I'm gonna use this shade here called Ruffled. And then for the rest of my lid, I'm gonna use this shade here called Tough Colors. Not tough, True Colors. I just still can't get over that highlight. It's actually so beautiful. So actually, just really quickly want to add a little bit of that highlighter from Natasha Denona on the eyelid, because these are freaking beautiful. I like how like glowy they are. Okay, so now we need to add some color to the lower lash line because it's looking a little bare. So for the lower lash line, I'm gonna go back in with that shade Unruffled. So I'm just gonna take a clean blending brush and I'm just gonna go in little circles over the edges of the eyeshadow just to make sure everything's nice and blended and diffused, looking fresh. The eyeshadow palette is decent. Do I think you need to run out and buy it? Probably not. But if you like the colors in there and you like the brand, then I think it is a good palette. The shadow's blended like really nicely. Alright, so now we're gonna add some mascara. So I'm gonna try out the Kat Von D Go Big or Go Home. The graphic for this looked really beautiful at Sephora and it's quite a big tube. The brush is like quite big. Let's see how this goes. And that is after one coat. I actually feel like they look very like wispy and fluffy, which I like. Depending on what kind of lashes you like, if you want more volume, you'd have to definitely do like more coats of this. All right, let's do another coat on the first eye and see how it builds up. So this eye has 2 coats and this eye has just 1. I don't think I would add any more because I feel like it would be at risk for clumping. I think it looks really pretty like just with 1 coat of mascara. I like that they look very fluffy. Okay, so that's our eyes done. Now I'm just gonna add some color to my lips. So actually I'm gonna try out the Nudestix on my lips and see how that performs. So I'm just gonna use a lip brush to apply it. I feel like you probably could just go on with your this straight on your lips. This color is so pretty. Okay guys, so that is my makeup completed. I'm obsessed with this Nudestix. Like the color is beautiful and it just looks so fresh and like glowy, and it feels really comfortable on the lips as well, and it looks stunning on the cheeks. I really love how this look turned out. I'm honestly like a little bit surprised. I didn't think that I would love it so much. All that's left to do is to set my face. I don't have any new setting sprays to try at the moment, so I'm just going to use the same one I normally use, which is the Cover FX Dewy setting spray. But yeah, like the glow is real. So out of the products that we tried, I definitely am obsessed with the Tantour from Huda. This one here I think is amazing and it's actually really easy to use. I feel like a lot of people get scared off by cream products, because I think it's going to be harder to control, but this blends so easily, and the color does look scary when you first look at it, but trust me, the fair shade, like you can see I'm pretty pale, and it works for me. And then this Nudestix, this is the shade Cherry Blossom Babe. Like, I have no words, it's amazing. I cannot wait to keep playing with this. Let me know. I have a couple other colors in these, and I'm actually really curious to go pick up their, they have like a stick, like a foundation type product. Let me know if you guys would like to see a no foundation makeup tutorial using some of the Nudestix products, because I think these would be amazing for someone that's on the go, that doesn't like the feel of foundation on their skin but wants to feel put together. So comment down below if you would like to see that. And then of course this bad boy is freaking amazing. Like the color payoff and like the glow is just something else. The mascara I do actually like. I like it more on this eye, which I don't know why. Maybe the lashes are better on that side, but I like that it makes it look very like wispy and flirty. It still gives you volume because it makes the lash look more tapered. You know, sometimes when you put like a volumizing mascara on and they kind of look like blocky almost at the ends. So I really like that. But this Nudestix though, guys, I'm like, I just can't. It's so good. Alright, so that's enough of me blabbering on. If you have any questions about any of the products we used today, I will list everything down below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!